first round of 8 competition will be between Opoku Ware School and Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Presec Legon. At the end of today's contest, we will find out which of these two schools will make it to the semi-finals of the 2020 Sharks Academic competition. Without saying much, let's introduce ourselves, then we'll get into the rules of engagement and we can proceed with the competition. I'll start off with you, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School.
George Boyd, final year, General Arts.
Ejimita Benjamin, final year, General Science.
Benjamin Kitia, final year, General Science.
Safoedu Isaac, final year, General Science.
So ladies and gentlemen, you have that George Boyd, Ejimita, Nketia Benjamin, and Safo Edu. They displayed themselves brilliantly in the round of 16. I hope they have prepared adequately for this one. Opoku Ware School.
Frimpong Kwame John, General Arts, final year.
Michael Aram Alomatu, General Science, final year.
Boafo Samuel Kwabena, General Science, final year.
Echibrefo Michael, General Science, final year.
Another amazing school, ably represented by John Kwame Alomatu, Samuel Boafo, and Techi Michael. You're welcome. The rules of engagement. Round 1. Each school will have a maximum of 3 minutes, out of which you answer 8 questions. 8 questions. I start off with you, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. Your 3 minutes starts now. In which year was the Presbyterian Training School established? Yes, is that Ajay Minta?
1919.
1919 is wrong, Ajay Minta. That's not accurate. From Presby Boys, that is very worrying. Question 2. The UGCC was formed on what exact date? The UGCC. Yes, Ajay Minta?
4th August 1947.
Correct for 10 points. The first group of ever first settled at. Yes, Ajay Minta?
Noche.
I'm sorry, I don't have Noche. Noche is not accurate. Question 4. Who was the leader of the Iranian Revolution? Yes, George Boyd?
Ali Khamenei.
Say that again?
Ali Khamenei.
I'll give you the mark. I'll give you the mark. I'll give you the mark. Question 5. What's the capital town of Eritrea? Yes, George Boyd?
Asmara.
Asmara is correct for 10 points. Who is the Minister of Science and Innovation? Yes, Ajay Minta?
Professor Frimpong Boateng.
Professor Frimpong Boateng. Final question for this round. Which of these is not a Mediterranean fruit? Share nut, grapes, olives, and apricot. Yes, George Boyd?
Share nut.
Share nut is correct for 10 points. Opoku Ware School. Your 3 minutes starts now. The spiritual home of the Dagomba. The spiritual home of the Dagomba is. Yes, Alomatu?
Pass.
Question 2. Philip Kwaku, a native of Cape Coast, was born in the year
1551.
Alomatu?
1517.
I'm sorry, that answer is not accurate. Question 3. The Portuguese were defeated by the Dutch in the year. Yes, Alomatu?
1662.
I'm sorry, it's not 1662. 1642 is the answer. Who is the first child of Queen Elizabeth II?
Prince Charles.
Yes, Alomatu?
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles. I'll give you that answer for 10 points. What is the capital town of the country Chad? Yes, Alomatu?
N'Djamena.
N'Djamena is correct for 10 points. Who is the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning?
Ken Oforiatta.
Ken Oforiatta is correct for 10 points. What name is given to the material normally carried by a river? The materials normally carried by rivers. There's a generic name given to them. Yes, John Kwame?
Levis.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. The rivers typically will carry loads. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, that brings them to the end of their 8 questions. Bake it!
Originally gotta take it. Macberry, 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 bake with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, see we love it, everybody love it. Mama, papa, them love it. Macberry, Macberry be the biscuit, being be the picking them secret. Macberry, Macberry be the biscuit, and they give everybody when they visit me. Macberry, originally baked with love. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, originally baked with love.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
At the end of round 1, Opoku Ware School has a total of 30 points. Please, some appreciation for them. And Presbyterian Boys Senior High School has a total of 60 points. 60 points. This gets us into round number 2. We'll start off with you, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. A political leader, Presbyterian Boys, a political leader who tries to stir up people. A demagogue, B statesman, C dictator, and D martinet. The bell is gone. I'm going to have to go to Opoku Ware School. And that bell as well is gone. The correct answer is a demagogue, right? A demagogue. Opoku Ware School, your main question. The use of more words than are needed to express a meaning. The use of more words than are needed to express a meaning. Circumlocution, verbatim, ventriloquism, and pleonasm. I'm sorry, the bell is gone. I'm going to have to go to Presbyterian Boys. Oh, that was their bell, not mine. So let's hear you.
B.
The correct answer is not B. It's not B. Presbyterian Boys is a bonus question. The rather let it slide. Prezi Boys, choose the word that is opposite in meaning to the word given. Flagitious. A, frivolous. B, ignorant. C, vapid. D, innocent. Prezi Boys, my bell is gone, so we go over to Opoku Ware School. The correct answer there is innocent. The correct answer there is innocent. Opoku Ware School, your main question. Same preamble. You are to pick the word that gives the opposite meaning to the word putrid. A, fresh. B, fragrant. C, sweet. D, agreeable. Yes, Francis Redu?
Fresh.
Fresh it is. Fresh it is for 10 points. Presbyterian Boys, choose the word that is opposite in meaning to the word ostentatious. A, awkward. B, bankrupt. C, ignorant. D, unpretentious. Safuedu?
Unpretentious.
Unpretentious is correct for 10 points. Opoku Ware School, same preamble. Your word is balmy. Balmy. A, balmy. B-A-L-M-Y. A, hard. B, mild. C, genuine. D, fragrant. Yes, Safuedu?
Hard.
I'm sorry, I don't have a hard. Hard cannot be the answer. So we'll pass it off as a bonus question to Presbyterian Boys. And the bell is gone. Correct answer I have here is fragrant. 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 Presbyterian Boys, evaluate. Evaluate. 3 times 2 to the power 5 minus 2x in bracket all times 4 to the power x. Is that Cyril?
96.
96 is correct for 10 points. Opoku Ware School. Francis, don't lean on the table. Don't. Let's see your handsome face. Huh? Don't lean. Solve the equation and find the value of Q. 3 to the power minus 2Q plus 3 in bracket equals 1 on 27. Yes, is that Michael Techi?
Q is 3.
Q is 3. Q is 3. Presbyterian boys, given that x squared plus 1 over x squared equals 7, find the value of x to the power 4 plus 1 over x power 4. Yes, is that Benjamin?
47.
47 it is. 47 is correct. 47 is correct. Opoku Ware School. Mr. Chan borrowed $18,000 at 6% per annum interest from a bank. He wanted to repay the full amount of the loan, inclusive of interest, at the end of 3 years. Calculate the total amount of interest incurred if the bank's interest is compounded annually. Yes, Samuel Boafo.
Okay, we have $21,240.
Whoa. That can't be accurate. That's not accurate. I'm going to have to go to Presbyterian boys as a bonus question. Presbyterian boys. An insurance agent earned $64,000 in 2017. This is 25% higher than what he earned in 2016. In 2018, he earned 40% more than what he earned in 2017. Find the ratio of his earnings for the 3 consecutive years. The bell is gone. Yes. Michael Techi.
4 is to 5 is to 6.
What?
4 is to 5 is to 6.
I'm sorry, that answer is not accurate. I'm sorry, that answer is not accurate. Techi almost dribbled me, but the answer is 4 to 5 to 7. 4 to 5 to 7. Opoku Ware School. Your main question. The rate of exchange between the European currency euro and the US currency, the United States dollars, was €1 equals $1.42. The rate of exchange between the British pound and the euro was £1 equals 1.18 euros. Amy changed $245 into euros. Calculate how much euros she would receive and what was the equivalent value of that in British pounds. My bell is gone. Presbyterian boys. Well, the correct answer is your euros are 172.54 euros. The British pound will be 146.22. Prezi boys. The park of an area 8 kilometers squared is represented on a map by an area of 200 centimeters squared. If the map has a scale of 1 is to n, find the value of n. Yes? That should be Safo?
25.
25. That's impossible. That is impossible. Grow that. If it's 5, grow it. If you grow it, does it go to 8 kilometers? It doesn't. It's a bonus question to Opoku Ware School. Opoku Ware School, your main question, which should bring us to the end of this particular round. A furniture set costing $4,500 is sold at a discount of 15% during a sale. A customer bought the furniture set under a hire purchase scheme where he paid monthly installments of $210 for 1.5 years after making a deposit of $495. Calculate the difference between the hire purchase price and the selling price. Is that Teshi Michael?
$450.
$450. 450. $450. Please, that brings us to the end of round number 2.
The best things here at Webster in terms of our academics are small classroom settings,
allowing you to have that feel of just being alone with the teacher.
You get a glimpse of the world in a classroom.
The school is an inclusive school.
I can't think of a better place to study than Webster.
It's a place you could grow without doing much.
Not only do they make you feel like you can succeed, you know you can succeed.
We have a lot of interesting courses.
Socially, it's like a family.
It feels like family.
We have a lot of seminars by the students, and it gives you a lot of time to flourish and develop yourself.
We're diverse, and it's beautiful.
Everyone is very inclusive of everyone else.
Webster will not only change you, it will transform your growth.
Webster University is an American university with both full service and study abroad locations in the USA, Switzerland, Netherlands, Greece, China, the UK, Austria, Thailand, and Ghana.
At the end of round number 2, Prezi boys, you have a total of 35 points. 35 points. Some appreciation for them. And Opoku Ware School has 20 points. 2-0, 20 points. And we get into the science, technology, engineering, and math round. The rules of engagement. The questions this time will be posed to both schools. So you compete against the speed of your opposing schools. Schools can buzz in at any time while a question is being read. If you have the answer, for a maximum of 10 points. If it's not, you have a penalty of 5. If you answer wrongly, we will finish the question and then allow the opposing school to answer. If they answer correctly, they get maximum 10 points. Otherwise, a penalty will be applied. Both schools, for 10 points each, name these objects from the study of electromagnetism. This device uses the movement of a belt to accumulate a very high, yes, is
Van de Graaff
that
generator.
Cyril?
Van de Graaff generator.
Van de Graaff. Van de Graaff generator. To both schools. This early capacitor was originally a glass container filled with water with a metal wire piercing its cork. That is Cyril again.
The discharge tube.
The discharge tube, I'm not going to take that. The Leyden jar. The Leyden jar. To both schools. This circuit may be used to measure an unknown resistance by balancing its 2 legs. Okay, that is Samuel Boafo. Is that Boafo or Michael Techi?
The potentiometer.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to finish the rest of the clues to the question. By balancing its 2 legs, one of which contains an unknown resistance. The 4 sides of the diamond contain 4 resistors, and 1 pair of opposite vertices is connected by a galvanometer. Yes, Benjamin?
Wheatstone bridge circuit.
The Wheatstone bridge. The Wheatstone bridge. The Wheatstone bridge. To both schools. He is credited with isolating citric acid and hydrogen fluoride for 10 points. Name this Swede who discovered oxygen. Yes, Samuel Boafo.
Okay. Joseph Priestley.
I'm sorry, that answer is wrong. I'll finish the clue to the question. Who discovered oxygen but published his findings after Joseph Priestley? After Joseph Priestley. Yes, Benjamin?
Wilhelm Kauschiu.
That is correct for 10 points. That is correct. To both schools. Shaley's work helped to discredit this theory of a fire-like element contained in flammable substances? Yes, is that Cyril?
Phlogiston.
Phlogiston. Correct for 10 points. Shaler's work isolated this metal that has the highest melting point of any. Okay, Samuel Boafo.
Tungsten.
The tungsten is correct. This type of force tends to reduce an object's velocity as it moves through air. Yes, whose bell did I hear? Prezi boys. Yes, Benjamin?
Air resistance.
I'm sorry, the answer is not air resistance, so I'm going to have to finish the clues to the question. For 10 points, give this term for resistive force in a fluid, of which air resistance is the most prominent example. Yes, Boafo.
Viscous drag. Viscosity.
I will take viscous drag. To both schools. Drag in the air is in part a result of this force that supports a flying airplane. Whose bell went? Your bell went before mine. So let me hear you.
Upthrust.
No, I'm not going to take upthrust. I'm not going to take upthrust. To both schools. In airplanes, drag due to lift is often the result of pressure differences that cause the formation of these spinning flows of air behind the tips of the wings. My bell is gone. To both schools. In 2010, biochemists announced that natural synthesis of this compound required two specialized enzymes called the O-D-methylases. A rule named for this compound gives structural requirements for opioid analgesics. Heroin is made by adding two acetyl groups to this compound. Codeine is a precursor of dash. What narcotic? Yes, Boafo.
Nicotine.
The answer is not nicotine. So I'll finish the clues to the question. What narcotic made from the poppy plant, named for the Greek god of dreams, and is used as a strong pain killer? Okay.
Aspirin.
I don't have aspirin. Aspirin is not the answer. The correct answer is morphine, right? Morphine. I can't accept aspirin. Please put your hands together for them. That brings us to the end of round number 3. At the end of round 3, Presbyterian boys has 25 points. 25 points. And Opoku Ware ended the round just as they started. That round, they scored nothing. It was 0. Round 4. In round 4, the questions are going to be in English, math, science, and general knowledge. Shall I have my candidates for answering English questions, Safu Edu and Redu Francis? Same rules of engagement will apply. Choose the word which is opposite. Choose the word that is opposite to the given word. And the given word is auspicious. A, unfavorable. B, innocent. C, delicious. D, helpful. Yes, Redu?
Helpful.
I'm sorry, helpful is wrong. And Safu Edu will not attempt to answer the question. Same preamble. Choose the word opposite to the given word, and the given word is brazen. B-R-A-Z-E-N. The answers: A, spicy. B, conspicuous. C, small. D, respectful. And my bell is gone, and that brings us to the end. Shall we have a candidate for mathematics? Nketia Benjamin. And that is Techi Michael. This is another showdown that will be mouth-watering. I can't wait for it. Same rules of engagement, Michael and Benjamin. Consider the integer n to be equal to 9 plus 99 plus 999 plus 9,999 in that sequence until you have 21 digits. Find the sum of the digits n. Yes, Benjamin?
Negative 0.9.
That can't be accurate. In fact, that is actually far from the truth. Question 2, both schools. Find the sum of all the prime numbers between 20 and 41 and 40. Find the sum of all prime numbers between 20 and 40. Yes, Benjamin?
120.
122. General knowledge questions. Same rules will apply. What is the name given to an individual town whose industrial and residential suburbs have expanded to form an urban center? Oh, yes, John Kwame?
Conurbation. Conurbation. Conurbation.
Condumation. No, that answer is not correct. The answer is not correct. And George Boyd shook his head at me. He wouldn't try it. The correct answer is agglomeration. Agglomeration. To both schools. Which of these countries does not form part of the Great Lakes region? Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, Tanzania. Yes, George Boyd?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Nigeria it is. Nigeria it is. And we shall have our candidates for science, the general science questions. We have Cyril and Boafu Samuel. Another showdown that you should look forward to for the next 2 questions. Same rules of engagement. The bracken bows appear on these objects. The feedback named for these objects helps to regulate temperatures. Artificial versions of these objects include contrails and can be made using silver iodide as a seed. At ground level, these objects form fog. For 10 points, name these suspended collections of water droplets that come in types like stratus, cirrus, and cumulonimbus. Yes, Boafu?
Clouds.
Clouds. Males of many species in this infraclass have bifurcated penises. Members of this taxon, which split off during Cretaceous period, lack bony knees and often the corpus callosum Infants in this taxon are born after short gestation periods and are called joeys. Yes, Cyril?
The marsupium, like the marsupium class.
I'll take that. I'll take that answer. I'll take that answer. Indeed, this has been an excellent contest between Opoku Ware School and Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. And so at the end of round number 4, and indeed for the entire contest today, Presbyterian Boys amasses a total of 145 points. And Opoku Ware School has a total of 50 points. You do not have to be Archimedes to know that Presbyterian Boys Senior High School becomes the very first school to qualify for the semi-finals of the Sharks academic competition.
The University of St. Thomas is perfectly located for learning. It's nestled in the middle of the thriving Minneapolis-St. Paul community and in the heart of the great state of Minnesota. Why so great? Let us count the reasons, starting with Minnesota's nickname, the land of 10,000 lakes. Why wouldn't this be the happiest state of all? Nature matters here, and Minnesotans embrace all the seasons. The spirit we call Minnesota nice welcomes all, no matter who they are or where they're from. And there's truly something for everyone, from the arts to dining and shopping at places like the Mall of America. Minnesota is one of the top states for Fortune 500 companies. Jobs and internships are waiting for St. Thomas students. They don't have to look elsewhere to learn from and about the real world. It's here. It's no wonder this campus, located in a picture postcard neighborhood, attracts students from all over the world. As we said, the University of St. Thomas is the perfect place.